Hey everyone, back tuning into this morning's video. It's Monday at GazWeatherVids.com, which means only one thing, it's Europe Day. Every Monday at GazWeatherVids we have a look at weather for the coming week across the continent, and this Monday is no exception. Now, before I get on with the European outlook, just want to mention the advertising. There's video ads on my pages at GazWeatherVids.com. If you play on the video ad, you'll be supporting GazWeatherVids.com. Thanks so much for doing that. So, this situation today across Europe, got a bit of a north-south split. We've got some quite cool air with low pressure, a trough of low pressure over Scandinavia and northeast parts of Europe, whereas down in Mediterranean it's really quite hot, and in between we've got a lot of heavy showers and thunderstorms. So let's get on with the detail of all this. Here's the upper air temperature showing the cool air up over Scandinavia and northeastern Europe, but many central southern parts of Europe actually very hot, particularly through the Mediterranean, stretching from Spain, going through the Balearics, in towards Corsica, Sardinia, on into Italy, and down into Greece and Turkey. Some really hot air is now well established through the Med, and most of central southern Europe is on the warm side as well. So it's cooler up to the north, and in the central areas through Ireland, Britain, the Low Countries into Germany, Poland, temperatures are around where they should be in terms of the upper air temperatures, perhaps a little bit on the warm side. So there's the showers or longer spells of rain associated with trough of low pressure over Scandinavia. Some of those are quite heavy. Could also have some showers across Britain and Ireland today, but the really heavy showers and storms are really stretched out through Portugal, northern parts of Spain, going over the Pyrenees into central southern France, through the Alps, some really heavy storms through the Alps, and then going down through the Adriatic into southeast Europe. There could be some big showers or thunderstorms in those areas. In between the trough of low pressure over Scandinavia and those storms, it's actually mainly dry through much of Belgium, Holland, Germany, going on in towards the east of Europe, towards the Black Sea as well. Mainly dry through that slice, and then through the Mediterranean it's mainly dry and hot as well. Here's the convective potential. The real convection is through Spain and Portugal into southern and central France, and then over the Alps and in towards southeastern parts of Europe. Some very intense thunderstorms possible there. So it's a warm scene across many parts of Europe today. Heat particularly evident through the Mediterranean, of course, and around France into southern parts of Germany. I mean, going down into southeast Europe, anywhere in those areas, you'll be seeing temperatures at least up to the mid to high 20s, possibly into the low to mid 30s in some places, so getting up towards the 90 Fahrenheit mark. It looks cool across central parts of France because there's some torrential rain and thunderstorms there, but in between those torrential rain and thunderstorms it will be a little bit warmer. As we move through towards the middle of the week, the low pressure is shifting more towards central and eastern parts of Europe. Actually, it's got this little ridge of high pressure extending down through the west, and we're beginning to lose the trough up over Scandinavia as well. But quite a complex scene there through the middle of the week. It's still hot through much of the Med, as you expect. Of course, it's high summer now, so very hot through the Mediterranean. Still quite cool over Scandinavia. That cool air is actually digging down a little bit in some central and western parts of Europe. The thunderstorm risk is transferring more towards the east, so it's through still through southern France, and then really from Germany eastwards, some very intense storms, showers, longer spells of rain. No doubt be some big thunderstorms mixed in as well through many of these central and eastern parts of Europe. Up in the northeast, over Scandinavia and northeastern Europe, it's actually drying out a little bit as that trough is losing its influence. And much of the west is drying up as well, although, as I said, we still do have some showers across southern France, but many western parts of Europe are actually drying up a little bit as we go through into the middle of the week. Convective potential shows that it is in the central and east parts of Europe, particularly around Italy perhaps, and then going down into towards the central bar of the Mediterranean, although if we go back we're not really realising that potential around Corsica and Sardinia. It's still mainly dry there, but certainly Italy could get some big storms midweek. And then over the Adriatic in towards southeast Europe, and much of Eastern Europe actually having a risk of thunderstorms through the middle of the week. Not so much convection out to the west as things are drying up. So have a look at the temperature. The heat is moving eastwards with those storms in towards eastern parts of Europe, anything up to 27, 28, 29, 30 degrees in the east of Europe. A little bit cooler through central areas. That cooler air begins to dig down from Scandinavia. Still pretty warm really out to the west. Going towards the end of the week, and we find the low pressure still in the East Europe. In fact, really starting to wind up perhaps around some of these Baltic states into quite a deep area of low pressure. Elsewhere, it's a very messy scene really through the middle of the week. We've got little troughs of low pressure through the end of the week. We've got little troughs of low pressure around. High pressure is trying to ridge into the north of Scotland and also trying to ridge into Portugal, but really a lot of sort of shallow troughs of low pressure through into the end of the week. Quite cool still up across the north and northeast of Europe around that area of low pressure. Elsewhere it's a little bit cooler through the Mediterranean, but still quite hot, and these central and northwestern parts of Europe are around where they should be. So we've got a lot of showers ready through to the end of the week. It's mainly dry through the Med and into Spain and Portugal. We've got that ridge of high pressure building in, but really Ireland, Britain, France, southern parts of Germany over the Alps into northern Italy, could be some showers there, and there's the heavy rain and thunderstorms around the Baltic states actually associated with that low pressure that's winding up. Much of Scandinavia main dry, but could be some rain around Norway. The convective potential is easing down towards the end of the week, so I think the storms will sort of ease down in intensity later in the week, although no doubt there will still be some thunderstorms rattling around. And then into next weekend, very uncertain, but this area of low pressure beginning to show signs of moving in off the Atlantic in towards Ireland and Britain. Got to watch out for that. Elsewhere, it's all very slack, but that means there could be more showers or thunderstorms coming up. Warming up actually with the upper air temperatures next weekend. The heat will start to move up out of the Mediterranean into these central parts. Could be some showers through next weekend, particularly around, say, France, the Low Countries, in towards Germany. Could be some showers or thunderstorms breaking out there. As far as the United Kingdom goes, yeah, there could be some showers there, and there's that area of rain associated with the low pressure trying to come in off the Atlantic. We've got to watch out for that. Up to the northeast, perhaps not too many showers. It is easing down, I think, in intensity of that low pressure around the Baltic, but nevertheless there could be some downpours still through there. Best of weather is, as you would expect it, through the Mediterranean, where it's mainly dry, hot and sunny. Convective potential shows that it's through central parts of Europe perhaps next week. And in terms of the temperatures, it's a very warm scene, particularly stretched out from Spain and Portugal, much of the Mediterranean as well, into France, on in towards Germany. Temperatures easily up to 28, 29, 30 degrees. Some places, no doubt, will be reaching 32. That's the magic 90 Fahrenheit mark. Even hotter than that, of course, through central parts of Spain and much of the Mediterranean. Quite warm up across Britain and Ireland as well. And you can't see it, but Scandinavia is warming up a bit also by next weekend. So in summary, we've got a pretty unsettled week coming up across much of the continent this week. There's going to be a lot of showers around, some longer spells of rain, and no doubt some thunderstorms as well. And as we go through towards next weekend, it's staying quite warm, but still the risk of showers. That's all for now. Thanks for watching.